Yusmat Vidhan Rige Grama Simhan Na Mrityupashe Pratimuktasya Veera Vikathanam Tav Grahanti Abhadra. Anyone would like to? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Satyam Vayam Bhovan Gochara Mriga Yusmat Vidhan Rigai Grama Simhan Namrityupashe Pratimuktasya Veera Vikathanam Tava Grahanti Abhadra.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
Satyam Vayambo Vanakochamiga
Satyam Vayambho Vanagochara Mriga
Yusmad Vidhan Rigaye Graham Simha
Yusmat Vidhan Rigai Grama Simhan
Namityupashe Pratimukta Shavira
Namrityupashe Pratimuktasya Veera
Vikathananam Tava Grihanti Abhadra
Vikathanam Tava Grahanti Abhadra. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Satyam Vayam Go Vanagochara Mriga Yusmat Vidhan Mrigaye Grama Simhan Na Mrityupashe Pratimuktasya Veera Vikathan Tava Grahanti Abhadra. Mataji. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Satyam Vayambho Vanagochara Mriga Yusmat Vidhan Mrigaye Gramba Simhan Namrityupashe Pratimuktasya Veera Vikathanam Tava Grahanti Abhadra. Thank you so much. Synonyms. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Satyam, indeed, Vayam, we, Bho, O, Vanagocharaha, dwelling in the forest, Mrigaha, creatures, Yusmat Vidhan, like you, Mrigae, I am searching to kill, Grama Simhan, dogs, Na, not, Mrityupashaha, by the bonds of death, Pratimuktasya, of one who is bound, Viraha, the heroes, Vikathanam, loose talk, Tava, your, Grahanati, take notice of, Abhadra, O mischievous one. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The personality of God had said, indeed, we are creatures of the jungle and we are searching after hunting dogs like you. One who is freed from the entanglement of death has no fear from the loose talk in which you are indulging, for you are bound up by the laws of death. Purport. Demons and atheistic persons can go on insulting the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but they forget that they are subjected to the laws of birth and death. They think that simply by decrying the existence of the Supreme Lord or define his stringent laws of nature, one can be freed from the clutches of birth and death. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that simply by understanding the transcendental nature of God, one can go back home, back to Godhead. But the demons and atheistic persons do not try to understand the nature of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, they remain in the entanglement of birth and death. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनाशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to speak on the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam, as we all know, is the torchlight in this dark age of Kali Yuga, which is guiding our path back to Godhead, as Srila Prabhupada is mentioning wonderfully in this particular verse, in the purport of this particular verse. We simply have to understand the transcendental nature of Bhagavan. Janma karma cha me divyam. Just to understand the transcendental nature of Bhagavan, and that is going to promise us our path back to the Supreme Lord Krishna. Now we are in third canto, and this third canto is a very, very interesting canto. I personally like it because of the stories. There are so many stories. We just celebrated the appearance day of Lord Varahadev, and I'm very excited to share today the context of this story and what's going on behind this text 10, because I think that it's always helpful to understand before what we are reading today. So Srimad Bhagavatam, it's very important to understand the sequence of Srimad Bhagavatam, how Srimad Bhagavatam is flowing. If we are not understanding the sequence of Srimad Bhagavatam, then it's very difficult to even follow. So Srimad Bhagavatam, so what is happening? Maitreya and Vidura, they are conversing with each other. But prior to that, Parikshit Maharaj were asking questions from Shukadeva Goswami. And this conversation, who is narrating this conversation to whom? Sutta Goswami, to the sages in the Naimisharanya. So there is conversation between conversation, and we have seen that in middle of second canto, there was conversation between Brahmaji and Narada, discussing the creation. And here also we saw that discussing the creation, there was conversation between Maitreya Muni and Vidura. And Maitreya Muni, very interestingly, explained Vidura already in previous chapters about the creation. So when he started discussing about the creation which Brahma started, that means second creation, secondary creation. At that time, Brahmaji explained that how Swayambhuva Manu and his wife Shatrupa, they just generated from the body of Brahmaji in order to populate this world with progeny. And before that, we already have seen Kumaras who refused to start the progeny to populate this universe. Okay, so this Swayambhuva Manu and Shatrupa, they just came. But this is not happening at the start of the life of Brahmaji. We are right now in the first day of the 51st year of Brahmaji. And it is given in second canto, 10th chapter, verse number 47, where it has been explained clearly. And our acharyas, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Srila Prabhupada, followed the previous acharyas have mentioned in the purport. That this is the discussion of the 51st day of first day of the 51st year of Brahmaji. Brahmaji already celebrated his 50th happy birthday. It has already been done. So we are in the first day. And you know something? This Srimad Bhagavatam is describing everything about the current day of Brahmaji, current day in which we are right now. So how many hours are there in a day of Brahma? How many hours are there in our day? 12 hours. Not 12 hours nights, 12 hours morning, right? 12 hours of that, that's called kalpa. What is that called? Kalpa. So why it's important to understand these terminologies also? Because when we go through Bhagavatam, these terminologies have been used over and over again. So kalpa is 12 hours of Brahmaji. Now, this 12 hours of Brahmaji have been calculated as 4.32 billion years of human life. And in these 12 hours of Brahmaji, which we call Kalpa, 14 Manus come. How many Manus come? 14 Manus come. And if we remember in Canto 2nd, chapter number 10, verse number 1st, we discussed that one of the topics which Srimad Bhagavatam is taking is, what is that? Manvantara. That means the reign of Manus, reign of different Manus. So although we are right now in the 7th Manvantara, but the names of Manu and the team of Manu. So how it works? So it works like that. So particular Manu has a team of demigods, a particular Indra, and the sons of demigods and Manvantar Avatara. There are 6 personalities who appear along with Manu, of a particular Manu. And it's given, it's going to come in Canto 8th. So this team of Manu, they rule the world. They rule Bhumandala. I'm not talking about Earth planet. I'm going to come on that too. Because Bhumandala is the one which submerged into the Garbhodak ocean. So Manu reigned, the Manu and the team of Manu, they rule the Bhumandala. And this Manu, there are 14 Manus in a day of Brahma. In 12 hours of Brahma, there are 14 Manus, and each Manu rule for 71 Divya Yugas. Now, what is Divya Yugas? Let's understand. 12 hours. So we have 4 Yugas. Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Draupar Yuga, and Kali Yuga. So this makes one cycle. We can call it one cycle. And when we circulate this cycle 1000 times, it makes how many? 12 hours of Brahmaji, one kalpa, which we calculate as 4 billion some years. Okay, so this is, so that means 1000 Divya Yugas. This cycle we call Divya Yuga. So 1000 Divya Yugas is equal to 12 hours of Brahmaji. Now, each Manu rule for 71 Divya Yugas. Each Manu rule for 71 Divya Yugas. So if we calculate 14 Manus multiplied by 71 Divya Yugas, it will give us 994 Divya Yugas. So what about 6? What about 6 remaining Divya Yugas? Because Brahmaji's day has 1000 Divya Yugas, right? And if we see 12 hours contain 14 Manus. So 14, and each Manu is ruling for 71 Divya Yuga. If we calculate, it's 994 Divya Yugas. So what's happening with 6 Divya Yugas? Any guesses here? What is happening? So it has been explained. It has been explained that these 6 yugas or Divya yugas, they are the periods between the changing of one Manu to another Manu. There is an extinction happen after one Manu and the team of Manu goes. And the other Manu and the team takes over. There is a big period which is like 1.7 million years in between, because each Manu is ruling for 306.72 million years. So when one Manu is leaving along with his team, he is leaving the post, and the other demigods, Deva, Devasuras, Indra, these are all the posts. When they are leaving, Saptarishis, 7 sages, when they are leaving, there is extinction happen, partial devastation happen. Partial devastation happen of what planets? From the bottom, from the Patal Loka up till Swarga Loka. Everything just got burned up with a fire which emanated from the head of Anantashesha. And at that point of time, and what is the gap period? It's approximately 1.7 million years till the time other Manu, the next Manu and the team takes over. And the Manu and the previous Manu and the team, they promoted to Maharloka. That means upper planetary system, so that they can proceed further gradually. There is a Krama Mukti, progressive liberation. So they move forward to the upper planetary system. So this is happening. Right now we are in 7th Manvantara. Our Manu is Vevatsava Manu. Our Indra is Purandara. That's the name of our Indra, Purandara. And the names of others, Manu, Manuputras, all the names are given in 8th canto, chapter number 1, if you are interested to know, for the whole 14 Manus. So this Srimad Bhagavatam is talking the activities, is describing the activities of what? Current day of Brahmaji. Current day. And there are, few leelas here and there, some pastimes which are describing previous, what you call, the kalpas. But mainly, the leelas which has been, this Srimad Bhagavatam is describing about the 14 Manus or the current day of Brahma, which is the first day of the 51 year and also called Pad Kalpa. But there is another name for this Kalpa, specific Kalpa, and that name is Shvetvaraha Kalpa. And now why there is the name Shvetvaraha Kalpa is given? So here comes the story. Maitreya Muni, he started explaining to Vidura about the Swayambhuva Manu and Shatrupa. And then Swayambhuva Manu and Shatrupa, they came and they said, where we are going to rule? There is no Bhumandala. What is Bhumandala? Bhumandala is the intermediate planetary system. Intermediate planetary system. And Srimad Bhagavatam, canto number 15, chapter number 19, 20, 21, if you see, there is a whole description, complete description with precise miles and calculations are given in there of describing about the Bhumandala. Now this Bhumandala is like a series of concentric circles. You know what concentric circle is? Where there are several circles, one circle covering the other circle, and the center is the same. Actually, I have this. Prabhuji, can you hold this? Okay, I actually have this. So it will be visible only to the devotees sitting here. But yeah, it is just like the concentric circle. Concentric, there is a center and concentric circles and circles. And the dimension which has been given, it is 2 billion yojanas, the circumference of this planetary system. And it's just like a disk, it is just like a disk. Actually, I have the structure with me. So I don't know if, oh, but I don't have that. That's okay. Let me show. It is just like this. This is the disc. It's like that. So they all share the same center and then concentric circle. This is called Bhumandala. And in the middle, in the central, there is an island which is Jambudvipa. And this Jambudvipa is 800,000 yojanas in circumference. And to the southern part of this Jambudvipa, there is a tract of land which is called Bharatvarsha. And this Bharatvarsha has 9 other parts. And this Bharatvarsha only is applicable or is suitable for whom? For the souls to take human form of life. In other concentric circles, there is life. In other, in other concentric circle, there is life. But they are called the heavens of the earth. Means the pious people, they take their birth there. This is, this is like this, Jambudvipa. So Bharatvarsha is the southern part of the Jambudvipa. The entire explanation is given in 5th canto, 19th chapter about this. So southern part, and there is the tract of land is where only the humans can take birth, or we can say where the cycle of karma can go. That's the place, Bharatvarsha. But this Bharatvarsha, the entire Bharatvarsha, which has 9 parts, is not accessible to the people in Kali Yuga. It's not accessible to us. This Bharatvarsha is, the Pandavas, where the Pandavas were ruling. Many times the question comes, where the Manu lives. I mean, I got this question so many times. Where is Manu? Vatsvat Manu, where is he living? Where is this personality? Where is Manu Putras living? Where is Vyasadeva? Where is Hanumanji? Because they are still living. So the Himalayas, I mean, I'm going a little bit off track here. So these personalities are still living in the Bhumandala. But the Earth planet, which we see in the orbit rotating, with our eyes, or the scientists see, that is just a projection of what? Projection of a part of that Bharatvarsha in this gross dimension. Anyways, so the point is, what sunk into the Garbhodak ocean? So after the devastation, I said, right, there is devastation happen. After the day of Brahma, after every Manu, there is partial devastation happen. So devastation happened before, the night of Brahma, and the first day of Brahmaji and Manu Shatrupa came and they asked, where is Bhumandala? So the Bhumandala has, in the cavity of Bhumandala, there are other planets, 7 planets, Atal, Vital, Sutal, Rasatal, Patal, Mahatal. So all these planets along with this, because the devastation happened, the entire disk and the things, they just submerged into Garbhodak ocean. And now Maitreya Muni said, then you know what happened? Everybody was contemplated, and then Brahma sneezed, and a boar came out, and the boar became so large, and at that time boar came, and he lifted the earth planet with his tusk. This happened in first Manvantara. But Maitreya Muni also explained that the Vara Bhagwan also killed Hiranyaksha. But this event happened in 6th Manvantara. That means this event happened after billions of years. And this is the different Vara with different complexion. Red complexion. This Vara came. This Rakta Vara. He came. And in the 6th Manvantara, whose Manu is Chakshusha Manu. Chakshusha Manu, in this Manvantar, this Leela happened. So the submerge, as if we go just by Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, so we can see in 17th chapter, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, they came. Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, they came. Now there is not much discussion about the 5 Manvantaras. There is discussion about first Manvantara, and now Maitreya Muni just jumped into 6th Manvantara. He mixed 2 Leelas together, 2 pastimes together, because he was so excited to explain about Vara Bhagwan, all about Vara Bhagwan. And then Vidura asked, oh, really? But why Hiranyaksha was killed? And then Maitreya Muni started explaining the story or the pastime which happened in 6th Manvantara, Chakshusha Manvantara. Because where Vidura is in the 7th Manvantara. But he asked, what happened? Why Bhagwan killed Hiranyaksha? And then he started explaining that this happened. There is a story, Kashyapa and Diti and Jay and Vijay. This happened. Now Kashyapa and Diti, where they came into picture. This is the story was going on of the first Manvantara. And you know who Diti is? Diti is the daughter of Daksha, who reborn as the son of Prachetas in 6th Manvantara. So this Daksha, he was there in the first Manvantara at the reign of Swayambhuva Manu. And this Daksha is the same Daksha who insulted Bhagwan Shiva, and the story is going to come in 4th canto. So then what happened? He got, his head got severed. Bhagwan Shiv told him, you know, okay, I'm going to excuse you. And he got a head of a goat. So he went for austerities, and till the end of 5th Manvantara, he was performing austerities. And at that point of time, there was not so much of population relatively in the world. But in 6th Manvantara, he again got a rebirth from the as a son of Prachetas. And he married with Akshani, and he populated the world with 60 daughters. And one of the daughter was Diti, who got married with Kashyapa Muni. And now Kashyapa Muni and Diti, the story is here in the 6th Manvantara. There are so many proofs which acharyas are giving, backing their, you know, commentaries. And now our, at this point of time in the 6th Manvantara, Bhagwan Vara came. But in Bhagavatam, if we just go with the Bhagavatam, 17th chapter, what 17th chapter said? That Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, they grew as demons. And they were so strong. They just, you know, overcome the Swargalokas, heavenly planets. And now these people, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, he just, you know, was sporting into the Garbhodak ocean. And by going like that, he reached to the capital of Vibhavari, capital of Varun Dev. Jai Shri Shri Radha Sharad Bihari Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Man. And when he reached the capital of Vibhavari, Varun Dev, Hiranyaksha wanted to fight with Varun Dev. And he said, please give me a good fight. I'm looking for somebody who can fight with me. And you perform Rajasuya Yagya, you just conquer everybody. Now conquer me also. Then Varun Dev, he said, your problem will get solved by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Go and fight with him. And not only that, he is going to, you know, make you sleep on the bed of death forever. So he just ignored. And then he just, in the waters, he was looking. And he met Narad Muni. And he asked about the whereabouts of the Supreme Lord Vishnu. And Narad Muni said, he is beneath the Garbhodak ocean. And then when our Hiranyaksha, he just looking for Vishnu, he went and he saw there was a boar who was lifting this Bhumandala. We just saw what is Bhumandala. It's not planet Earth which is revolving in orbit. So Bhumandala. And Bhagwan, he was lifting with his tusk. When he was lifting with his tusk. So if we go according to Srimad Bhagavatam only, it's not, the mention is not there that Hiranyaksha is the one who stole the earth. But in the purports, we can see, even Srila Prabhupada has mentioned that Hiranyaksha, he stole the earth. He took the earth in Rasatala. And Acharya has also said this point. But if we go just the commentary or just the Srimad Bhagavatam, it's not mentioned here that Hiranyaksha is the one who took the earth down. The earth was there because of the previous devastation of the Manu and Manu team, Manvantara. And Bhagwan was trying, in the form of boar, he was trying to lift up the Bhumandala. And at that point, this Hiranyaksha, he saw. And as soon as he saw Bhagwan Varadev, the effulgence of Bhagwan Varadev, his red eyes, was defeating the all effulgence of Hiranyaksha. Defeating. And it has said that Bhagavan was Abhijita. What is the meaning of Abhijita? One who appears in the Abhijit constellation. This Abhijit constellation is a very, very pure constellation for the appearance. Abhijit, who just, so there are various meanings of the verses, or we can say the double meanings, or two meaning, direct meaning and indirect meaning of the verses which were being spoken by Hiranyaksha to Bhagavan. And Srila Prabhupada is also mentioning in the purport, taking the commentary of Srila Sridhar Swami and also Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in his commentary. In his commentaries, he is explaining the meaning of the blaspheming words by Hiranyaksha to Bhagwan Vara. So Hiranyaksha said, "Oh fool, oh Vanagochara, Mriga, why you are taking this, earth planet? This earth planet has been given to us by Lord Brahma. Means that now this has been, under the waters, this belongs to us people in Rasatala. Why you are taking this? Oh, Vanagochara. Vanagochara has two meanings. One is, the direct meaning is, one who dwells in the forest. And the meaning of Vana is also waters. So the direct meaning is one who dwells in the forest. And Mriga means animal, oh beast who dwells in the forest. And other meaning of Vanagochara, which has been given by Mata Saraswati. Mata Saraswati, because she is the presiding deity of Vaka. The words which we are using, she just flipped the meaning and present the Lord the indirect meaning. As if he is saying Vanagochara means one who lives in water. Who lives in water? Lord Narayana. And Mriga, this has been explained in second verse. Mriga means animal. Or she is presenting the meaning Mrigav. That Mrigav means munis or the sages who are residing in the forest. For them, in front of them, only this Vanagochara is visible. That means that indirect meaning is that the sages who are practicing devotional service in the forest, in the isolated places, for them only this Vanagochara or Narayan can be seen. Such wonderful direct and indirect meanings have been explained by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Srila Prabhupada also explaining in the purports. So many words, blaspheming words used by Hiranyaksha for Bhagwan Varahadev. And it has been given that Bhagwan Varadev, he was pained by hearing these words from the demon. But in the commentary by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he is saying that Bhagwan, he was actually pained because Bhagwan was understanding the indirect meaning of glorification, of his blasphemous words, of demons' blasphemous words. But at the same time, Bhagwan was pained because of the pain which Brahmaji and other demigods were facing due to the words which were directed from demon to Bhagwan. And Bhagwan was pained by looking at Mother Earth because she was so fearful at that point of time. And Bhagwan was carrying her on the tusk. And then Hiranyaksha after saying so many words to blasphemous words to Bhagwan, he just ran behind Bhagwan. And it has been explained that he was wearing, he had golden hair, golden helmet, golden bracelet, golden armlet, so many golden things. That means even in a life of a sadhaka, no matter what problems may come, especially this gold problem, that means materialistic problems may chase us, but a sadhaka, just like Bhagwan Vara, he just carried Mother Earth and emerged from the water just like elephant emerged from the water without the fear of crocodile. So the sadhakas, the practitioners, should also emerge from the ocean of this material existence. And even the material life is chasing us. Material people are chasing us. But a sadhaka should be very, very determined in his practices of devotional service. So Bhagwan is giving this lesson to all the practitioners, all the sadhakas. And at this point of time, Bhagwan just put Mother Earth on the surface of the water. The Bhumandala, along with the Bhumandala, entire thing is out now. And Bhagwan just put it there, and the Bhumi Devi or Bhumandala, it was floating over the surface of water. And Bhagwan invested his energy so that the Bhumandala can float easily. And at that point of time, Bhagwan just, he was ready to fight with Hiranyaksha. And at that point of time, Bhagwan also replied. Varahadev also started replying back to Hiranyaksha. And this is the verse where Bhagwan started to reply. Before this, it has been explained that Bhagwan was so angry, and also Bhagwan was laughing. Angry because of, if he takes the direct meaning of the blasphemous words of Hiranyaksha, and laughing by the glorification which Hiranyaksha was doing indirectly. So in this particular verse, Bhagwan started speaking, and Bhagwan started speaking, and Bhagwan say, Satyam, Satyam, very true. Satyam Vayam, very true. Satyam Vayam, Bho Van Gochara Mriga, that I am Van Gochara. That means I am the creature of jungle. That means what the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is explaining. That means I am to be seen by those people who are practicing in the vana or in the forest, in the isolated places, or I am only being seen by my devotees. Vanagochara, I am Vanagochara and I am Mriga. I am only be seen by those munis who are practicing in isolated places like forests. You said completely correctly. Yusmad vidhan mrigaye gram simbhan. But I also come in the villages to hunt what? To hunt whom? Gram simbhan. Gram simbhan means one who is a lion in his own village. Who is a lion in his own village? Who is a lion in his own village? Dog. A dog is a lion, is a kind of lion in his own village, right? In Hindi, there is a saying, I will not say, but it's like, if you are in your home, even a dog can behave like a lion. So that's why this word, Grama Simhan, you are a Grama Simhan, you are a dog in your own village, and I come. Why you come? I come. Why you come? Because I am Daya Viraha. In Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, this is a secondary rasa or secondary quality, rasa, chivalry, Veera. And this Veera ras has 4 types. What are the 4 types? Yuddha Veera, Dana Veera, Dharma Veera, and Daya Veera. So here Bhagwan is saying, because I am Daya Veera. I am Daya Veera. I, out of my own mercy, I chase those dogs who are so engrossed in their material lives, I come in front of them out of my own mercy to liberate them from the bounds of birth and death. Because they are not coming to search after me, but out of my own mercy, I come to see who? Gram Simha. Gram Simha means lion in the village, in his own village. That means dog. If I speak in Hindi about it, it's such a, there is a saying, Gram Simha. So, you are a Gram Simha, and I am coming just out of my mercy. Daya Veera, because I am Daya Veera. I am very, very merciful. And what loose talk you are doing with me? You are just a conditioned soul. What loose talks you are doing with me? It's not going to affect me because I am beyond the cycle of birth and death. So, Srila Prabhupada in the purport very nicely explaining that people who are of atheistic nature, demons, they decry the presence of the Supreme Lord. And they think that by decrying the existence of the Supreme Lord, we are going to get free from the clutches of birth and death. In Bhagavad Gita 2.25 and 2.26, where Bhagwan himself is explaining that even if you don't believe on soul, even if you don't believe on soul and you think that this body dies and takes birth just like that, you don't have anything to lament. And in the purport, Srila Prabhupada is writing, there were philosophers like this before also, in that time also. So all these vadas mean all these theories of Brahmavad, Bodhavad, Mayavad, Brahmavad, where there is the denial of the existence of the personality of Godhead. As a devotee, we all should try to guard ourselves from these atheists. Why? Because they decry the presence of the Lord. They decry the presence, the person present, the personality of Godhead. Even Brahmavad, they decry the presence of the Lord. They are very exalted devotees, exalted sannyasis, renunciates, but they decry the presence of the Lord. Bodhavad. Although Lord Buddha is the incarnation of Bhagwan, but we don't celebrate his incarnation. We don't celebrate his birthday. Why? Appearance day. Because he decried Vedas. He propagating the atheist. He propagated the atheistic point of view. Now, Mataji, you gave us the point. Don't guard ourselves. Prabhupada is saying, from atheist, we live in a temple. No atheist, no Mayavadi, no Bodhvadi. Nobody is coming here. My bhakti is going to flourish. But be careful. You know why? Because in Piyush Varshini Tika, commentary by Bhakti Vinod Thakur on Upadeshamritam, Nectar of Instruction, by Srila Rupa Goswami, Bhakti Vinod Thakur is writing a commentary, and it's called Piyush Varshini. On the second verse, what's the second verse? Utsaha? No, that's third. Atyachar prayasascha, atyahar prayasascha, prajalpa niyamagraha, janasangascha lolya cha, shadbir bhaktir vinashyati. Janasangas, in this particular point, he is mentioning about the atheist, and not only people atheist, those people who might be in the dress of a devotee, but is carrying atheistic point of view. You know how we get to know? After this class, how it is possible? You know, how it is possible that Jarasandha has 70 billion soldiers in his army? How it is possible that Krishna, we go to Vrindavan, it's such a small area. How? I am not understanding, you know. And there is a problem which Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in Madhurya Kadambani is saying. Who are the people who lose Utsaha in Bhakti? There are two reasons. One reason is that I am on the path and I am not understanding it. I am stuck on the first part only, which is Shraddha. If you ask Shraddha in what, people will get so many answers. But the answer is Shraddha in Shastra. That does not mean that you have to be conversant with Shastra. That means what Shastra is saying, you follow it. And the other, who understand the path, but they don't want to follow it. Who knows the path. So, Janasangas, so people, devotees who are, or people who are in the dress of devotees, but they have atheistic point of view. But they are still lingering around or stuck, or we can say are here in our movement or in any Vaishnava Sampradaya because they like it, because of the social intervention, because they like it. But if you hear their point of view, atheistic point of view, how it is possible? Who wrote? Doubts are good things. But if we are not working towards the doubt, I am carrying that atheistic personality in my heart when I am coming to the temple, or without, I'm not understanding what this Bhumandala is. Where is Vyasadeva, where is Manu? And I am thinking everything which has been described in Srimad Bhagavatam is just an imagination. Because I myself don't know about Bhumandala, that the Bhumandala is actually the entire dimensional space which we cannot see with our eyes because we are in a particular yuga. And this particular people in particular yuga, they are refrained from accessing so many things. Because it has been given, there are certain souls who come in the Kali Yuga, who are on their path to hell. But they get saved by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So even in the dress of devotees, practicing so many years, I am practicing so many years, I have my point of view, I don't believe on anything. We should guard ourselves from them. We should try not to indulge our time, our talks with atheistic mentality, because this is a matter of time where I will also start thinking how it is possible, I don't know why Jarasandha example is coming in my mind, because he had 70 billion soldiers in his army, and not only once, he came so many times. How it is possible? And I heard this from so many devotees myself, which shocked me. Really? Maybe it's imagined, but until I research and hear others or the Vaishnavas who are really on the path of bhakti. So this path is very, very difficult, although it is easy to enter, but we have to guard ourselves. And therefore, there are so many commentaries given. In this particular commentary, there is a word, prajalpa. And we can see in this particular verse, in this particular shloka, Bhagavan used this word, why you are indulging in loose talk? Loose talk. Why you are doing loose talk with me? Because I don't get worried by the loose talk, by those people who are just, they are Grama Simhas. We are also Grama Simhas. We are attached to our materialistic life. Grama Simhas. And doing loose talk. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, in this Nectar of Instruction, second verse, Prajalpa. What is the meaning of Jalpa? Jalpa means prattle or blabbering, using of so many words. And Prajalpa is extreme using of so many words. And this Prajalpa is of two types. One is Bhakti Pratikul Prajalpa and the other is Bhakti Anukul Prajalpa. What is Bhakti Pratikul Prajalpa? That Prajalpa which is against the Bhakti, or which is taking us away from the Bhakti. And there is Prajalpa which is taking us towards Bhakti. And what in Bhakti, Pratikul Prajalpa. There are 8 types which has been given by Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And one of the type is Sadhu Ninda, blaspheming nature. So many points he has explained. I have notes in my notes also anyways. So 8 types he is giving, which we should, guard ourselves. We cannot remember those 8 times, but anything which is hampering our time, energy, our time, loose talk, our time, our energy, any talk which is engaging us in any kind of flirtatious relationship with anybody, we should avoid. All comes into the category of Prajalpa. Sadhu Ninda. That's the offense with Prajalpa. Anything which is taking our time away from Bhagavan, anything, that's Bhakti Pratikul Prajalpa. That means that Prajalpa which is bringing us away from Bhakti. And there is Bhakti Anukul Prajalpa, which has been done by our Acharyas. So many poetries, big poetries in glorifying the Supreme Lord. There is Govardhan Prarthana Ashtakam, written by Rupa Goswami, in glorifying Govardhan. If you see, there are so many words which the acharyas are using. In the books where they are explaining this conjugal love of Bhagavan, they are using so many words. This is also Prajalpa, using of so many words. But this is Bhakti Anukul Prajalpa. So what Hiranyaksh here is doing, that's Bhakti Pratikul in Prajalpa in direct way. But indirect meaning, if we give to his words, that's Bhakti Anukul Prajalpa, because he is glorifying the Supreme Lord. So now I'm going to summarize. This chapter had so many. Today we try to understand about the Manus, about the day of Brahma, and what sunk into the Garbhodak ocean, and what Manvantara we are in, and this current Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam is describing the current day of activities of the current day of Brahmaji. And also we have read about the Manus, 14 Manus. There are 994 Divya Yugas which Manus rule, and then there is changing of Manus, which comprises of 6 Divya Yugas. We call it Sandhyas. Sandhya. One Manu is leaving, one Manu and other team is leaving, other is taking over. We read about this, and then the discussion was happening on first Manu, Swambhuva Manu, but Maitreya Muni jumped onto the 6th Manvantara, explaining the 2 Vara incarnation at the same time, and it has been said that in every Kalpa, in every day of Kalpa, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu come. So this Manvantara, this Kalpa is called Shwet Vara Kalpa also, because first Manu, in the reign of first Manu, Swambhuva Manu, white form of Vara Bhagwan came, and he lifted the Bhumandala, the entire planet, after devastation, and placed it in the proper place. And 6th Manvantara also, Bhagwan came, and Bhagwan comes always in the 6th Manvantara, in every Kalpa. And there are so many universes, so many Brahmas, so many things are happening. So it's very difficult. Humanly, it's not possible to describe in total. But if we see that Srimad Bhagavatam, it's giving us the exact dates, exact circumference, exact everything of everything. And now, after explaining the story of Varadev, now Maitreya Muni is going to go back into first Manvantara. And the entire story of Karda Muni and Devhuti. Devhuti is the daughter of Swambhuva Manu. So first, this 3rd canto, 4th canto, first Manvantara is going to be discussed. He is going to come back. So this is a fight going on, and the discussion going on, or the blasphemous words going on between demon Hiranyaksha and Bhagavan Vara. And with this activity, our acharyas are giving us such nice lessons. We should guard ourselves from atheistic persons who are atheists, and they are showing that they are atheists, but also from those people, they may be in the dress of a devotee like me, and they are carrying atheistic point of view. We should try to guard ourselves, and also we should try to guard ourselves from the loose talk, which prajalpa, that talk, which use of so many words which are not favorable for our bhakti. With this, I'm going to stop. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Anything which you like, it's only because of Srila Prabhupada's, my Gurudev's mercy, and the senior Vaishnavas from whom I'm learning, all the acharyas, their commentaries, everything. And I am a human being. I must have made so many mistakes in my presentation. So please forgive me and bless me that I may continue in my path of bhakti. And if I even don't get a chance to go back or to spiritual world in this life, maybe I get a human form of life in Bharatvarsha again, at least to do perform some bhakti karma again. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes, Guru.
Thank you the day of Burma, and you said, like, Bharat version of the Burma. It will be a topic.
It's a higher dimension.
Everybody, like, as I said, Bharat is considered as the Mother Earth, and then everybody thinks, like, Lord Vara only picked up Mother Earth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas it was the whole Bhumandala.
Bhumandala, yes.
So my question is, like, you say, like, the Bharat Varsha, which is not the Bharat Varsha, which we think is like the India or Mother Earth. So, or is it like the whole Bhumandala is called Bharat Varsha?
No, the Bhumandala, there is an island in between of Bhumandala. This is like 2 billion, yojanas, and the middle is Jambudvipa. This Jambudvipa or island of Jambu on the in this island of Jambudvipa on the southern part, there is a place, a tract of land which is called Bharatvarsha, and this Bharatvarsha is also very high in dimension. But where we are living, it's very small. We have access to very, very small portion of that particular Bharatvarsha. So when Pandavas and others were living, they were ruling in the bigger dimension space. And yeah, not the entirety, but the bigger dimension space. So that's why we ask, where is Manu is living? And the other islands or, other places, apart from this particular tract, there are people living, but there are pious souls who are living, and it's called the heaven of Bhumandala. But you know what, on that particular places, I mean, on the Bharatvarsha, on that bigger dimension, this Bharatvarsha is the only place where the human form is possible, where you can do karma, karma. And on other islands, Jambudvipa, and there are so many other islands. If you are interested, you can read Canto 5th, chapter 19 onwards. So it's given everything there, whatever I have spoken today. So there are pious living entities who get the form of a human being, but they are not doing karma there. They are enjoying. There are 3 kinds of swarga, where a living entity can go and enjoy. And it's mentioned there. 3 kinds of swarga. One we know already, upper planetary system. One is called Bilba Swarga, and the other is this bigger island, where they are living, but they are not doing karma, they are just enjoying. Only a particular small tract of land which called Bharatvarsha. In this, human birth is possible. I mean, human soul can take human form and do karma. And it is located in the southern part of that big island, Jambudvipa. And there are other, we hear there are 7 seas, liquor, milk, and this. Where are those? Where are those? If you see in fifth canto, you will get the entire information where we are living and where the everything is, you know, it's given everything in detail.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why we say, like, there is always a question, as you said, like, you know, speculation of in Kurukshetra, so many people
Yeah.
fought.
Yeah.
So many people fought,
Yeah.
but how Kurukshetra is only small.
Yeah, that's just the portion which we can see, but it's a higher dimensional space where Pandavas used to rule. And prior to that, when Manu, you know, we talk about Manu, when he is ruling the entire Bharatvarsha. Actually, the entire Bhumandala, Manu and the team, there are 6 people. They are responsible for the administration. Coming to.
So, but the sphere, the Earth sphere from the fourth planet.
The above planetary system, Swargaloka and above, they are in the air. This disk and the cavity, there are other 6. They are like that, like a dome and the cavity. And the Sheshanag is supporting that. And Kurma is supporting Sheshanag. And this, the Garbhodakoshan is there. Like that, the whole structure is there. And it's given. This is Vedic cosmology. When we hear this, many people, as I said, atheistic point, how doubts are good. Maybe. I don't know what's happening inside there. Oh, they are, oh, that's amazing. I think it's, okay. I think that's amazing. You know why? Because there are so many doubts, as you said. I got yeah, I didn't even have information until I researched and read, you know.
I get confused. That's why
Yeah. Is this clear, Prabhu, now that the Bharatvarsha has 9 parts and the what is accessible to the people of Kali Yuga is a very small tract?
let's say this whole carpet was actual Jammu.
Acha.
What we are sitting is now what we are in. So where is the other thing?
So this is the entire Jambu Dvipa. In the southern direction, in the southern part, there is a tract of land which is called Bharatvarsha. Now this Bharatvarsha is a huge dimension space. Exact circumference you will find in Srimad Bhagavatam 5th canto, last 19-20 chapter. Huge. But where we are living, it's a very small portion. Very small portion in the Bharatvarsha. It's right there. This is a tract of land. This is the tract of land. This is Jambu Dvipa. This is the tract of land. We are living here. This is called Bharatvarsha, but we are living here. We cannot see that because it has been taken from the souls who are in the Kali Yuga, in the age of Kali Yuga, because I mean, I will go somewhere else now. What?
The rest of the tract of land.
No. No, it's not underwater. It's the island. I can show you the diagram. I have, I think, here or somewhere. So this is a Bharatvarsha. It's not underwater. This is a Bharatvarsha. This is the Jambu Dvipa. And in Jambu Dvipa is covered by another sea or ocean. And there is another island, like concentric circles like that. This Bharatvarsha is in the southern part of the Jambu Dvipa. And in this Bharatvarsha, this is a higher dimensional space. I am living, I mean, our world, Earth, is living here, a small portion of it. And the rest is not accessible to us. Where, you know, there is a pastime of Madhavacharya. He met with Vyasadeva and he took the instructions from Vyasadeva. Madhavacharya, he just came in Kali Yuga. Where he went, he had the access. And he went beyond this dimensional space and he went to see Vyasadeva. Can I go and see Vyasadeva? No, he is present in the Bharatvarsha. This is Bharatvarsha. This is Jambudvipa, this is Bharatvarsha. And in Bharatvarsha, here we are living. And we don't have any access to others. Yeah, Manu, who are living. Yeah. Yeah, they can be seen somewhere when they, cross this tract of land, but we cannot go there because we are the rights have been taken from us, from the people, especially the living entities who are taking birth in Kali Yuga. So many things get cut. You know?
So how will you explain Bharatvarsha to Westerners?
Hmm.
You say Bharatvarsha?
I'm not saying Mataji anything. It's Srimad Bhagavatam. It's Canto of Fifth which saying. I'm not saying anything.
Prabhupada translates into English also.
Yes. So if you see,
So for the Westerners now you're talking about all this.
Prabhupada has said Mahim in 3.13 in this chapter 313. I think verse number 31 or 16. I'm confusing. Prabhupada, there is a word Mahim, and Prabhupada translated it as earthly planets. The earthly planets, not only Earth. The earthly planets. Everything is there in the purports of Srila Prabhupada. It's just a matter how scrutinizingly.
Bharatvarsha. So how would you explain it in English? So what Prabhupada said?
Prabhupada said the earthly planets. The earthly planets. But it is very, when I explain to somebody one-on-one, I will make a diagram. And I will show according to the diagram, you know, where the Jambudweep is, where other islands is. It's given in Srimad Bhagavatam, and accordingly I will make the diagram and try to explain the person. Where is Bharatvarsha? There is a word 313. This is not a big.
Name of the King Bharat?
Yes, that's right. King Bharat was the son of Rishabhadev, but they were not in the small tract of land. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm not able to explain myself. This is Bharatvarsha. This is the entire dimensional space where the human life is possible. And, you know, in Satyuga, the entire dimensional space is available for the living entities who have taken birth, because they are extremely pious living entities who take birth as in Satyuga. So the entire tract is available. So Rishabhadeva, Bhagwan Rishabhadev's son, Bharat Maharaj, after his name, this entire tract, we call it a Bharatvarsha. But as the Yuga is progressing, Satyuga, Dwapar Yuga, less dimension space. Trota, less dimension space. Dwapar, less dimension. Kali Yuga, it has been said, in Kali Yuga, not very pious living entities are taken birth. So that's why their rights have been taken away all the times. So the entire Bharatvarsha we don't have access to. That's what I'm saying.
So it's only India, Bharatvarsha.
That's why Srimad Bhagavatam is there to help all of us.
Bharatvarsha, like India, they don't.
I mean, yeah, that's why we can.
During the reign of the Pandavas, the whole world was
Bharat. Yeah, yes. The earthly planets. I will, there is a, anyways, yeah, it's time, but I will show you that verse where Prabhupada is writing the earthly planets. You know, I mean, it's amazing for me also. When I want to just know where things are and why the things are not making sense. I'm not accepting anything which I cannot, you know, I'm not convinced. So I read, I mean, all of us read, and then Srimad Bhagavatam is giving the exact things.
It's good we're discussing, because everything we heard in the way you study deeply. So.
Yeah. You study deeply too, Mataji. We all study. The earthly planets, Mahim. Earthly planet.
What here now very small, and earlier it was big. Is that what?
No, Prabhuji, it's the earthly planet is the earthly planets is Bhumandala. It's Bhumandala. Let me show you. I have this. Now I have to take it out. I will take it out.
There is we have a diagram.
Do we? Yeah, because it's, it's, Bhumandala is a disc.
No, it's in the.
That's Bhumandala.
It's in this one. It's a big.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Let's go up. And we can all just. Yeah. Bhumandala is the entire disc, concentric circles. Yeah, and the Jambudvip southern part, Jambudvip southern part is Bharatvarsha, where the human life is possible. Simple.
So even human life is also possible in Rasatala, Talatala, Patan.
No, there is not human life there. There people go to suffer or to enjoy. The Rakshasas, they are not doing karmas, or they are either, only human form of life is possible only in Bharatvarsha. In Bharatvarsha, and again it has been given that Bharat, it's not possible even in the other concentric circles, because there are 3 swargas which has been given where people are enjoying, they are not doing karma. They are human bodies, but they are in the refined human body, and they have much more facilities than us, but they are enjoying out because of their pious karmas. They are advanced, yes, they are jivas. That's jiva tattvas. Sometimes they don't even look like humans. They just sometimes even some have multiple arms, multiple things. What is suiting for their service? Maharlok, Janalok, Tapalok. They are not doing karma. They are enjoying. Karma, human life is doing. That's why anyone who is taking birth in Bharatvarsh is a very, very fortunate soul, because this is the opportunity for all of us to do bhakti karma and get out from this material universe. There is an opportunity lying in small tract. Siddha Lokas. Yeah. Siddhas. Yeah.
And over there also they can practice bhakti. From there it's very easy to go also to the spiritual.
But they always, if you see, always want human form of life, and in human form of life you can practice bhakti. You know Chitraketu? Story of Chitraketu? Chitraketu, he promoted to the upper planetary system where he was enjoying, and because of his aprada, he was having access to Kailash Parvat also, right? He was flying above that. So yeah, because, and the Vidyadharas, Charanas, these people, they get the refined form. This is like heaven on earth, but they are not on earth. They are not doing karma. But out of offense, he did not perform any karma, Chitraketu, at that time. Out of offense, he came again to Bharatvarsha. And there he practiced, he was a demon, and there was a fight, Asura, between Indra, and then he went back to Bhagavan. That's what happened. That's what is happening. That's what Srimad Bhagavatam is explaining. And if we want to learn more, I mean, the commentary, Srila Prabhupada has given wonderful commentaries, taking commentaries from others, but also we can read other commentaries also.
You still have to come back. Is that?
Huh? What answer?
Go all the way to Brahmalo. You still have to come back over here to go.
The point is, Brahma, specifically if you are asking about the position of Brahmaji, so Brahmaji is a very, very elevated soul. So, and Brahmaji is a very, very living entity who is getting Shakti from Bhagavan to manage everything. So Brahma has the opportunity to just go back, because he is already situated in the position. If you are say demigods, the Saptarishis, they have been said they are there till the end of the life of Brahmaji. But after that, what's happening with them? I don't know. That's not given. I did not read. But they are there till the 100 years of Brahmaji, all the rishis. That's why Vishwamitra was present in Ramayana. He was present in Draupadi Yuga. He is present till now, all the Saptarishis. And these Saptarishis are post. There are some rishis which get changed. Our Saptarishis, the names are given in 8th canto, 1st chapter, 7th Manvantara. Who are our Saptarishis and who are going to become Saptarishis in 8th Manvantara? when devastation happened, and the next Manu and team is going to come. So the Saptarishi, the Rishis, they stay till the end of the life of Brahmaji. I have to say Hare Krishna to the online viewers. Sorry, the discussion just keep on going. Hare Krishna. Sorry for keeping all of you. I hope